Today, we are tackling a huge topic, the best vitamins for a great night's sleep.
Welcome to SciSage, where everything is simple. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Take the science of sleep and break it right down for you.
So, let me ask you, are you one of those people just tossing and turning all night, struggling to get that deep, restorative sleep you know you need?
Well, what if the solution isn't some expensive gadget or a brand new mattress? What if it's actually right there on your plate? Yep, it really can come down to the vitamins in the food you eat.
In fact, it turns out there are just five key vitamins that can make a massive impact on your sleep. So let's dive right into the first one. All right, first up is a biggie, one you've definitely heard of, vitamin D. Of course, it's often called the sunshine vitamin, and for a pretty obvious reason, sunlight is the absolute best way to get it.
And what's so cool about vitamin D is that it's a real multitasker. I mean, sure, you can get it from food like fatty fish or egg yolks, but it's the benefits that are just incredible. We're not just talking about better sleep quality. It actually helps regulate your body's internal clock and can even help with things like sleep apnea.
And this really gets to the heart of it. The research is super clear on this. Low levels of vitamin D are directly connected to poor sleep. We're talking shorter sleep, worse quality, especially for adults over 50. It's actually one of the first things a sleep doctor will check for.
So how do you top up your levels? Well, the best way is also the easiest, and it's free. Just get outside for, say, 15 minutes in the morning. Now, the key is direct sunlight on your skin, so sitting by a window doesn't really count because glass can block the rays. Oh, and try to leave your sunglasses off. But, and this is important, don't ever look straight at the sun.
Okay, moving on. Next up, we've got a dynamic duo, a pair of vitamins that act like bodyguards for your brain while you sleep. We're talking about vitamins E and C.
It's really interesting how these two work together. You've got vitamin E, which you get from things like nuts and spinach, and it's amazing for protecting your memory and hormones. Then there's vitamin C, which does something similar but also helps you sleep longer. And get this, they both help with breathing support, which is just huge if you deal with something like sleep apnea.
So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. Both of these vitamins are powerful antioxidants. Think of them like a shield for your brain. When you don't get enough sleep, your brain is under a lot of stress, and these guys step in to help protect it, especially when it comes to remembering things.
And hey, here's a little pro tip for you, super practical. Just keep a bowl of nuts on your desk. Seriously, it's such an easy way to get more vitamin E instead of, grabbing for some chips.
All right, let's talk about our last group of vitamins. These are the regulators of your sleep cycle. I'm talking about the B vitamins. Specifically, we're going to focus on B6 and B12.
And they have really different jobs, but they're on the same team. So think of B6 as the producer. Why? Because it actually helps your body produce the sleep hormones, serotonin and melatonin. And here's a fun little bonus. It might even help you remember your dreams. Then you have B12, which is more like the timekeeper. Its whole job is to keep your internal body clock, your circadian rhythm, ticking along perfectly.
And there's another really important thing they have in common. Healthy levels of both B6 and B12 have been linked to a lower risk for depression. And since we all know how much depression and sleep issues can go hand in hand, well, that makes these B vitamins even more crucial.
But before you run out and grab a giant bottle of B6, there's a really important warning we've got to cover.
It's kind of weird, right? It's a total paradox. Even though B6 helps make sleep hormones, if you take way too much of it, especially from supplements, it's been linked to, get this, insomnia. It's the perfect reminder that more isn't always better. When it comes to vitamins, balance really is everything.
Okay, so we have covered a ton of information. Let's pull it all together now. Let's make a simple plan that you can actually start using, like, today. Here it is, your 4-step sleep-boosting plan. Step 1, get that morning sun. 15 minutes for your vitamin D. Step 2, eat the rainbow. Fill your plate with all kinds of colorful fruits and veggies to get your vitamin C and E. Step 3, don't forget lean proteins and dairy. That's where you'll get those B vitamins, the regulators. And finally, step 4, if you're thinking about supplements, consider a good multivitamin. It's a much more balanced way to do it, and it helps you avoid that whole B6 issue we just mentioned. And this leads us to what is, honestly, probably the most important point of this entire explainer. Please, please, please talk with your doctor before you start taking any new supplements. You've got to make sure it's the right and safe move for you personally. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a question to get you started. Just one simple thing. After everything we've talked about, what's one food you're going to add to your grocery list this week to help you sleep better? Think about it. Thanks for joining us.